1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Sam Scalik here, and today we are with the #1 undefeated player. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, I'm William, and
Nice.
I was on tier today.
Right. So, tell us a little bit about the deck and how it performed.
Yeah, overall, it's pretty strong. I'm just testing before YCS Indy and before the release of Age of Overlord. And I thought that, I missed it, and so I decided to bring it back. And my matchups today were pretty good. Mikanko, Trap Tricks, and then I had a Tier Mirror round 3, which was really fun. And then the last round was Pearly, so performed pretty well today.
Wow. Let's see how that.
Cool. So, we'll begin with standard 3 Rhino, the other Tearlaments, Sharon, Merly, and Hovness, 3 Tier Cat, basically just like 3 more Hovness, and honestly it might even be even better. So must play those. And then we have the Shizus. I play both Keldo and Medora, should. We have the Dangers. I have 2 Nessie, 1 Mothman. I play the Destiny Hero package, 2 Mally and 1 Denier. And then these one-ups here, I have 1 Diviner, 1 Destrudo, and 1 Zephyrs. So this is like engine, I'd say, pretty much. And then I have 2 Druids as non-engine slots.
Okay.
These are all the monsters. As for the spells, we have, of course, 3 Planets, 3 Scream, Card Destruction, and Foolish. These are mandatory. And then, once again, non-engine. I played 3 Super Poly today. And then, lastly, 2 more non-engine, 3 Talents. Or 2 Talents, I mean. And that's all the spells.
No thrust?
No thrust. I don't want to brick on cards. I don't necessarily expect people to respond all the time. And I also don't play 3 Talents because I don't want to see 2 of them in my hand. So just playing 2 so that I can see it sometimes. I think it's a pretty good ratio for the deck. And then lastly, for the traps, 2 Soliak and 1 Tribute Karma. Don't like this card too much, but it searches like almost every card, like spell trap wise, so it's just like really hard to not play it. So that's the main deck, Type 40. For the extra deck, we have, it's all over the place right now, but we'll go fusions first. We have we have Lightheart right here, Garua, Mud Dragon. We have Dangerous for the Destiny Hero package, and we have Palia for the fusions. We have 1 Synchro, Baron, pretty good. If I wasn't playing Destrudo and Diviner, I would definitely cut this. I don't know, it's like I have to cut all of those. It's just, that's pretty good. We'll see what happens after Age of Overlord. For XCs, we have Beatrice. This deck is kind of Beatrice Turbo. This card is broken. It searches everything, so it's amazing. I play Redoer. Pretty great. It's pretty standard. Bahamut Toad. Omnis are pretty nice. It's not too hard to get to this card, so whether it's 2 Rhinos or a Mud Dragon and Rhino, so I think it's worth playing. And an Abyss Dweller. Just didn't really know what to put in. Could have been anything. Didn't really work out too well today. In the Tier Mirror, I got dropleted twice when I had Abyss Dweller up, game 1 and 3. And so, it was supposed to perform, but it didn't because of droplet. But overall, it's a pretty good card, so definitely we'll be playing it in the next format. And at YCS indeed. And then lastly, for the links, we have Dark, Cross Sheep, Sprint, and Underworld Goddess.
Really? Okay. Sprint's an interesting choice.
Well, Sprint, there are 2 reasons. One, it lets you dump Merly, so it's a must-have because it's a free fusion. The other reason is when in time, which does come up, I play Scattershot, Sun's a level 2, so it'll be able to burn for time. And that, I try to make it not come up, but it's there for that as well. And then there are some other plays that could come up where you send Diviner and then summon Diviner back with Cross Sheep somehow. Would sound like very difficult to do and accomplish because it would require a lot of steps, but it could happen.
Now, I am curious, how did the Goddess of the Underworld, how'd that perform today?
Oh, it got rid of a Mikanko monster that I didn't know how to, get rid of. So useful for that. It's supposed to threaten Pearly as well. You summon enough monsters, they might spin things back because they think you might have Underworld Goddess. If they don't think you have it, you summon this and it just gets rid of Noir. So pretty good. Now outs cards that like you might not know how to out. It's like Borderland Dragon, maybe a good example. Just a good card overall. And then lastly, for the side, 1 Crime and 1 Heartbeat. I think that in general, if you're siding this as well is pretty great, because milling this when you have a trap in the graveyard is pretty nice. And then this is like mandatory going first. It's just amazing. It's always great to have an Omni Negate in your deck. I play 3 Impulse and 1 Fire Attacker. I think that what this deck wants to do when you're going second is like mill, and this really enables it. Sometimes you have these Shizus in your hand, whether it's the millers or the spinners. Sometimes you have like a way to fuse Bioheart just from your hand alone. You might have Tear Cash or 2 of them. Just in general, it lets you see 2 more cards in your deck, and then you mill 1, or you get rid of 1, you discard 1, you send it to grave, and that will get your deck going when you're going second. And it's also an Ash bait. A lot of people like ashed me when I impulsed them, and I was like, sure, great. I had this and Droll once. They ashed this and I drolled, and then the turn was over. So overall, I think this card is pretty nice. Still testing with it. Played 3 Droll. I think overall it covers a lot of matchups, and it's pretty powerful. So definitely playing this. And then along that line, that vein, we have 2 Mistaken Arrests as well for when we're going first, and we get like Shifter or something like that happens. Sure, it turns us off the next turn after as well, but I think that this turns off the decks that we're afraid of. So, pretty good. 1 more Bestial, we played Magnamut. It's a 1-of, pairs well with the Druid's Worms in the deck. Time card, Scattershot. Sided in always game 3, pretty much, if there's no time. And then we play the 1 Called By and the 1 Heartbeat Festival. And I mean, I kind of threw this together today, so there definitely could be side deck choices that could be different. Definitely just testing around to see what to do moving forward, because YCS Indie is this Friday, so there's a lot of testing to be done to figure out what to play. Might play this deck, leaning towards it, but might play something else. Performed pretty well today, but SP Little Knight kind of changes everything on top of like the new cards and the new set, so we'll see.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for the deck profile, and congrats on your win.
Yeah, so shout outs to everyone who tests with me, people here at Rivals, but specifically people like, we're doing something, but Nomads, you know who you are, the Mates, you know who you are as well, Core 4. Shout outs to people I went to the NAWCQ in the summer. Shout outs to my boy Javi, helped me. I'm already like his cards, so shout outs to him. Shout outs to like Peter, Chase, Brian, Joel, Lana, everyone in between. Thanks, guys.